Hello, beautiful souls. Rare and special event. Like a super rare unicorn sighting, Sky is teaching some of the foundational Theta Healing certification courses online. It is one blazing rainbow of a portal opening up for a life-changing experience, all from the comfort of your own home. If you're interested in joining me, learning from my years of service to this international community, it's time to make your dreams come true and share with you one of the most powerful tools used to bring us into alignment, direct connection to the highest vibration of all that is, to ramp up your manifestation skills, all while creating impeccable discernment and empowering you with a map to the universe and beyond that will serve you the rest of this life and throughout lifetimes to come. If you're ready to step in, this is your time. If you're ready to clear your limiting beliefs and trauma that you haven't been able to get rid of this whole lifetime, pain or suffering, and general overall cosmic crap that you may think has been serving you, and move forward to be the most epic, brilliant, sparkly representation of self on this earth in a human body, this is one of the most potent steps I've discovered over the last almost 2 decades throughout all my travels, hanging out with all these healers all over the world that can help you get that for yourself. Taking these foundational certification courses with me after I've helped write and create these very foundational courses of Theta Healing that have made it internationally renowned and traveled around the world with the founder Vianna Stibal and her husband Guy is a unique, powerful transmission, a download in itself that you don't want to miss. Plus, I'm effing magical. After all, cell does talk to cell, and light travels faster than the speed of light, and light just is. For more details and how to register for upcoming courses, go to www.skyislimitless.com. Go to the Work with Sky section, and then you'll see all about Theta Healing certification. That's www.skyislimitless.com. Or you can just go to the show notes and click on the link there.
Welcome to Leading with Light, a wellspring for the transformational leader that you were born to be, where you can fill up and align, gather and be inspired, and bring your vision to light. Guiding you towards your divine connection and limitless possibilities, here is your host, visionary leader extraordinaire, Sky Ahern. Poof.
Hello, transformational leaders. Welcome to this love and light fest, your sweet spot for stepping up and getting your shine on. I'm your host, Sky Ahern, and you are listening to Leading with Light. Woohoo! Here we go. I got a special solo gig for you today, a little episode. I haven't come to you live for a really long time, so I wanted to do that today. So before we even begin, let's pray. You know how I roll. Just take a moment, just center yourself in your heart and put your feet on the floor. Pull up that energy of creation, that highest vibration of all that is, unconditional love, up into every cell of your body. And imagine coming up out of your space in a beautiful ball of light, past the stars in the universe, past the dark lights, the white lights, thick jelly-like substance, into that pink cotton candy-like energy, going higher, 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 and through this white sparkly window of iridescent light. You poof on up there. See yourself up in that beautiful energy. And today we're going to pray, Mother, Father, God, creator of all that is, Atanaha, all that is. Thank you for my life, and thank you for the lives of all of these listeners of Leading with Light. Be with each and every person as they shine, as they live, as they lead with their light in the highest and best ways, Creator. Send them unconditional love. Things are pretty special these days, so everyone needs a little extra love. Send them love. And let them know how important and blessed that they are. Oh. So I wanted to talk today a little bit about what it is to be a conscious co-creator. Part of being a conscious co-creator is looking at the things that you're experiencing in your everyday life, like what situations, what people experiences, what feelings you're having, what events in your life that you're attracting. What do you do when something happens that you don't want? Do you know? something that you don't like, or something that you think you invited that you think you didn't invite. I'm going to start that over. What do you do when something happens that you don't want, that you don't like, or you don't think you invited or attracted? Do you know what to do then? It is so easy these days to just blame others. The us versus them dichotomy is alive and well on this human race, and everywhere you look, people play that game. We've been trained in society to make enemies out of the other. It's a thing. We aren't necessarily always trained to take responsibility and hold up a mirror and look back at ourselves and say, how do we create this in our daily life? How does the other, the good, the bad, the ugly come to you? How does it show up in your day-to-day life? When it arrives, how do you witness it consciously? That is the first step, to witness it consciously. Do you react, or do you blame? Do you project? Do you ignore? Do you hide from it? Do you run from it? Are you shocked? Are you unable to respond? Or do you just give up? Lay down your sword and take it in the chin. Do you comply? The law of attraction states the law of attraction states like attracts like. So when things show up in your life, an empowered co-creator takes a deep look at what's revealing itself. What was your special input that attracted it that way? Was it an old vibrational in your field? Was it an old vibration in your field that brought it to you? Or did your energy and vibe dip into a negative energy? No judgment. It's just part of life. It happens. But when it comes your way, can you see if it's serving you in some way? Good, bad, or ugly? One of the great things that I love about learning theta healing is that you learn how to observe life. Create a little distance between what's happening and your inner world. The thoughts and the feelings that come up for you in a split second. It helps train your brain to witness. You learn how to identify your belief systems and see how you make consciously or subconsciously. You learn how to identify your belief systems and to see how you may consciously or subconsciously be participating in what is happening all around you. When you're capable of doing this, you no longer have to keep yourself in the passenger seat of life, but rather you get to hop into the driver's seat. And let me tell you, that passenger seat of life is where you feel all the pain and the suffering and the disappointment and the illusion and the fear and the stress and the anxiety. When you pop into that driver's seat, you get to witness and access the situation objectively. You get to see how it's benefiting you or why it's showing up just that specific way in your life. Why did you co-create it in just that way? Why did that coworker respond to you that way? Why did you get that promotion? Or why didn't you? Why did that person cut you off in traffic? Why did you run into a grumpy person at the store versus someone who was kind? When you can develop skills and are able to observe why things are coming to you and how they're serving you, people, situations, events, etc., you are no longer powerless. You no longer have to react from a point of fear. You could react from a point of empowerment, focus of love, from knowing and compassion, from a place of intention and presence. Having these tools not only helps you attract what you desire to attract in your life, and while consciously co-creating the kind of life that you do choose to live, but it helps you to become aware. But it helps you to become aware, conscious, and on purpose. On purpose. Wouldn't you like to be on purpose in your life? What is your purpose? This benefits the entirety of group consciousness and the evolution of the human race. Over the past several years, we've had an influx of opportunities for us to raise our vibration and up our consciousness as we've witnessed how it is to be human on this earth these days, or a member of a community. Personally, socially, globally, extreme hardship, absolute change, dissolution of structures, group consciousness, fear, has all been beyond our previous experience. All of this is new. All of these things are coming up literally from the earth for us to heal. I mean, think about it. We're made up of ancestral memories, thoughts, experiences, beliefs, propensities towards health and wellness, and illness and disease. You look like your grandma, maybe, or your grandpa. Where do we put these people when they die? We bury them in the earth, and to the Mama Earth, our DNA returns. The earth has been shaken, hit up so much these past few years. Rainforest burning, volcanoes exploding, firestorms, burnt koala bears, hurricanes, weird weather events all over the place. The Mama Earth is just shaking up the human race, spitting up our DNA right up in our faces, and the consequences of keeping it buried and deep for so long are coming up to the surface, ready for us to wake up, recognize them, and heal. That's why I think it's so vital to teach people how to explore their inner landscape, their inner DNA, what makes them up on a subconscious level that creates 90% of their motivation, their inspiration, their drive. This 90%, that of which they're completely unaware of, because it is their subconscious, buried deep in the mama, in our bodies. When you learn how to explore this inner world, how to focus on the very beliefs and be able to change them, then you put yourself more and more into the driver's seat of your life. You expand your vibrational influence and your ability to lead consciously with your light. Whether things are showing up in your personal relationships or at work, at home, in your finances, in your body, everything is based on a fundamental subconscious belief system. When you learn how to identify those and consciously change them with the highest vibration of all that is unconditional love, then you are changing out fear for love, a love that exponentially influences all things around it. How do you say? Well, close your eyes, and if you were to imagine a tiny bubble, and in that bubble was fear, you can imagine the atoms moving super slowly, kind of even making the sound like, oh, really super slow. And then besides it, if you could see, and then beside it, if you were to imagine there was a little bubble filled with unconditional love, if you were able to look inside of that, you would see the atoms bouncing off the wall super fast. And it would eventually just move so fast, it would just go poof and become a just is energy of love. Because love isn't a law, it just is. When we take you up to that seventh plane energy in that meditation that we do at the very beginning of every episode, we're taking you up to that energy of just love, of just is. That energy is you. You are a part of that energy too. Our DNA just kind of clouds that up with stories. It's kind of like putting on a costume and playing a role in a specific play. So these beliefs are built on top of each other. So if you change every belief that you come across, you'd be changing them forever. And they may just actually reconstruct themselves. But when you learn how to identify the bottom beliefs on which they're built, or the core beliefs, and you get to change them, you will change your vibration of fear into love, and the highest vibration and the perspective of unconditional love. in your physical, human body, your emotional, mental, spiritual space. This expansion is exponential, and the possibilities from then become limitless. 99% of us, of our being, is non-physical. So when we work on this 1% physical, we get 100% of ourselves working for our stuff in our lives, and things shift faster than the speed of light. So imagine there's this child who's never been taught nor experienced unconditional love in their whole entire life. They've struggled to receive it, understand it, and to be able to mimic that way of loving. And when they finally get to know what unconditional love feels like in every cell of their body, on a cellular level, over 3 trillion cells in their little human experience, it's a whole new ball game. Now that child goes forth into the world, recognizing who can love them unconditionally and who cannot. They get to determine who they want to play with, when, for how long. Love is expansive and creates infinite opportunities for this child to explore, free from limitations, free from being locked in fear, free from being in the passenger seat. The only reason a little fear bubble couldn't change to what the unconditional love bubble is because of free choice. Everyone has free choice, free agency, free will, same thing. It's a law of the universe, and all of the energy of all that is honors this unbreakable, unbendable law. So, what does that mean? It means that if you choose change, if you choose to heal in the highest and best way, so it is. If you choose fear to become love, so it is. This is fast and easy, enjoyable, and when you can root out those negative, limiting, outdated, subconscious core beliefs, life changes faster than the speed of light. That is why I'm so thrilled that for the first time in over 2 decades, we are allowed to teach theta healing online. We've been trotting around the world for over 20 years, meeting people, touching people, holding people, hugging people, wiping away their tears. And thanks to the pandemic, we now get to do it online. And because of that, theta healing is just growing exponentially. The human race, this earth, and every individual on this planet has access now and a choice to a higher vibration, to hop into the driver's seat and to consciously co-create the best life they've ever dreamed of, full of ease and flow, fun, and freedom. Someone once said to me, throughout my travels, working with Vianna and Guy all over the world, the founders of Theta Healing, that people that came to this earth are either prisoners or volunteers. Think about that. Prisoners or volunteers? Which are you? In order to be a volunteer, you need to have tools. You have to have some intrinsic drive. You need to show up and be courageous and curious. You need to witness what you're attracting to yourself and go through it with a fine-tooth comb, learning how to understand and love and become the person you were born to be. You know it. You could feel it in your heart. You could feel it in your soul. You are here for a purpose, a reason. You are here to lead with your light, or you wouldn't be listening to this right now. Humans have this choice. Look around. Everything is indicating as such. So many people are suffering. So many people are having a dark night of the soul. The universe is bringing it to us, all a perfectly designed opportunity for our expansion, whether we like it or not. So if you're at the end of your rope, you still have a choice. What choice is it going to be? Are you going to choose love or fear? Expansion or contraction? Are you going to choose to be a volunteer or a prisoner? Are you going to surround yourself with people who love you and treat you with honor and respect, who appreciate you, value you, who know your worth because you know how to love yourself? honor yourself, respect and appreciate, value and know your worth? Or are you going to choose to attract people who disrespect you, distract you from becoming your ultimate greatness, who bring chaos and problems and limitations into your life? There are as many ways to get to Rome as there are ways to heal yourself, and yet theta healing is the only thing I've ever witnessed in all of my years of traveling around the world, working with healers and teachers and spiritual beings, that specifically helps you identify the bottom beliefs and then teaches you simply, precisely, and profoundly how to change that belief at the speed of light, with the highest truth of all that is, instantly creating vibrational consequences in positive form in your life. It's simple, quick, fast, easy, and empowering. When you know how to do this, you live in the driver's seat of your life. We are blessed to be able to share this online right now, to learn from the comfort of our own homes. If you want to live the best life that you have ever dreamed of living, I highly encourage you to take some theta healing courses to become a part of the solution here on this earth, to help us witness, heal, change, evolve our human DNA. That is what we're being called to do. There's no going back. There's no old structures. We're having to learn how to embody our true divine natures in this human experience, wide awake, full of love and infinite possibilities, prosperous, abundant, healthy, wise, kind, compassionate. We have teachers all over the world in all different languages. They teach these classes from all walks of life. And you can go to ThetaHealing.com and look for that person for you. I highly recommend that you do so. Maybe you go there, you pray for the highest and best instructor, and you check out one of their classes. Of course, if you like my vibe and you're ready to rock your world, you can always show up and take one of my basic certification courses that I teach, and you can check that out on my website, skyislimitless.com. I'm here. I love this work. I was born for this. I'm ready to teach, and I have been, and I've been waiting for you. You know who you are. So come play, laugh, learn, heal, and giggle with other amazing students and healers that make up the Sky is Limitless High Vibe Tribe. Love to play. And until then, you can check out our Facebook, Leading with Light Facebook group. And until then, you can check out our Facebook group, Leading with Light, and become a part of the conversation there. Please go to Apple or any other platforms you listen to the podcast on and subscribe, download, leave a rating and review. Let me know. Just email me. Let me know how you like this, what you want to learn, what you want to know. I just love theta healing, so I'm going to be talking about that on some level, but I know that there's other things that you would like to learn. So please reach out and know that you are just an amazing blessing of light, and that you have some reason that you're here on this earth. And I know that you're part of the solution, or you wouldn't be listening. It's been such a pleasure having you listen here and join me on Leading with Light. I love what you're up to in the world, and I know how much the planet needs people just like you. Thank you.
You've been listening to Leading with Light. Be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss a single episode. And while you're at it, please leave a rating and review, and be sure to share it with your friends. Tune in every Tuesday for more exciting ways to help you pop into true divine connection and clarity, live in the energy of limitless possibilities, and delight in the love playground. Get your magic on and make this world a happier place. Yo.